Hi, welcome back to some guided math practice with Mrs. McElveen. We are switching from some regular word problems and solving problems with fractions and decimals and whole numbers into thinking a little bit more about some area and perimeter and solving problems with that focus. Today, the problem we have says, a sculpture is built in the shape of a right triangle. Its area is 24 square feet. If the height measures 8 feet, what is the length of the base? I'm going to read it again and underline some important information. A sculpture is built into the shape of a right triangle. So I know a right triangle is going to have a right angle corner somewhere. Its area is 24 square feet. So I already know the area. If the height measures 8 feet, what is the length of the base? The base is the bottom of the triangle. That part. The height is the tall part of the triangle, especially on a right triangle. It's that part right there. All right, so I'm going to draw a picture of what I have. I know I have a right triangle. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to draw it this way. I can show that it has a right angle with the square corner. It says the height measures 8 feet. The height is going up and down. That's 8 feet. And the whole area, if I was to divide this up, is 24 square feet. I don't know the base, but I do know how to find the area. I know that if I have one measurement times the other measurement, and I divide by 2, that gives me the area, which is 24 feet squared. Because I remember that a right triangle is just a rectangle or a square that was cut in half. So if I know that this was a rectangle, this was 8 feet, I don't know what this length is, but I know that half of this is 24 feet. I can figure out the other half. So I'm going to plug in what I do know. 8 feet times something divided by 2 equals 24 feet. So if I think of what I know about rectangles and triangles, and I know that this triangle, the area is 24, and it's half of the whole thing, the opposite of half is doubling. So this side would also need to have an area of 24. And if I know 24 plus 24, excuse the interruption, if I'm putting these back together to find the area of the whole rectangle, 4 plus 4 is 8, 2 plus 2 is 4. The whole rectangle is 48 square feet. So if I know I have something times something equals 48 square feet, I have 8 feet here, what times 8 equals 48? I know that if I go to some of the facts that I know really fast, 8 times 5 equals 40. 8 times 6 equals 48. So I'm pretty sure this answer is 6 feet. Let's check back in our triangle problem. If I have 8 feet times 6 feet, and then I'm going to divide by 2 because it's my rectangle cut in half, I should end up with 24 feet. 8 times 6 is 48, divided by 2. If I need to, I can come over here. 2 goes into 4 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. 0. Bring down the 8. 2 goes into 8. 4 times. 2 times 4 is 8. Left with nothing. 48 divided by 2 equals 24 feet squared. So I go back to my original question. It says, what is the length of the base? Now I know. I'm going to draw my triangle over here so you can see it. The height was 8 feet. The base is 6 feet. The area is 24 feet squared.